Are you okay? Mate, you okay? Do you need a doctor?
No. I'm not shot or anything.
Well, what's your story then?
Who are you?
Pathfinder with a 502. English bastard of a rich father and a poor mother. Oh, take your pick, really. What's your name?
Kevin.
Tell me, Kevin, do you believe in fate? That there's something we're all supposed to do in this life before we die?
Leggett, don't ever tell anyone what you just told me.
Why?
Because I'll kill you.
Can I tell you a secret?
You want some coffee, Baker?
Hey, Mac needs to talk to you.
What about you, Frankie? You believe in fate?
Ugh, not this shit again. I'm getting some of that coffee.
I'm serious.
Damn, I don't know, Doss. Some people get shot, some people don't. Don't seem to make shit.
Just ask yourself, honestly. Could I lug around and fire a 20-pound gun all day?
Do you live in a fantasy world? Is it nice there?
I'm carrying a goddamn bazooka!
Everything okay? Who's that?
It's Lieutenant Colonel Cole, Matt.
What? How? What?
There's Squelch everywhere! White one! We need support now, goddammit! This is Kick Off Blue! There's Jerry all over! We need support now! We got MJ, Mortars, Artie, every goddamn thing firing at us!
I don't give a shit what bullshit they're giving you! Whatever breath you got left, you use it to scream into that goddamn radio! And keep your head down!
This is Kick Off Blue! Can anyone hear me?
Doran, keep your goddamn head down! Bob? Bob!
When our plane started strafing us, he ran a few men into the field to lay panels. He was behind the other men and just... well, he was straightening the panels.
Why would he?
Matt, I have no idea. He did that a couple of times, and then there was a crack. We never found the sniper. Just a tally he left behind on the windowsill. I mean, he was there, and then he wasn't. Just doesn't make any goddamn sense.
It never does.
Oh, should I go get a ruler? My money's on Roselli.
Red, I need to talk to you for a second.
This is a terrible loss, Sergeant. Did you get the bastard?
Sir?
Yes, Sergeant?
Did you get word from Division yet about where recon is going?
Well, my guess is you'll want to tell them yourself, Sergeant.
Yes, sir. I'd like that very much, sir.
Why would he do that? Why would he do something so goddamn reckless?
He saved a lot of lives, Red.
And now how many will die because he isn't around to lead them? It's not about one battle, man.
Would you prefer he was still around with nothing to lead instead? What's the life of one officer worth to you? 20 men? 40?
You know damn well I value...
Everything all right here?
Just talking. What do you need?
Division has ordered your men to Eindhoven to rendezvous with Sink in the 506. You'll be linking up with 30 Corps. Good luck.
That it?
If you want my advice, and that's rhetorical, keep the war out there.
I don't care how much dirt I've swallowed in the last 2 days. These Jeeps beat the hell out of walking everywhere.
When do I get to drive?
When the Army hands out tractors.
I need you ladies to drive those Jeeps around the back of the 88. It's just down the road. Cut through the fields and set up an OP in the church. We'll catch them with their pants down.
Wow, now that's what I like to call an intense opening. Okay, so Alan Guy here again, and I'm bringing you part 4 to this Let's Play. Right now, it's up to me, and I think Paddock, yeah, he's a part of our assault team. Oh, nice little headshot. It's our job to go and find this sniper. It's time to get revenge for Lieutenant Colonel Cole. So, that's the church up there, and that's where we have to get to. And right at the beginning, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there was a little cutscene there with Leggett. You're starting to get more in depth to find out what happened with him and why he committed suicide and all that stuff. So it's depressing, but it's cool to figure out all that stuff and actually find out. And right away, you're going to see his ghost. I'm telling you right now because I couldn't really get a clear shot to show you what his ghost looks like, but you'll probably see it. It's in the cemetery up ahead. Whew. So, how's everybody doing? I thought today, well, it's probably going to be like early morning by the time this is uploaded. But how's everybody doing? I'm doing fine. Kind of tired. But I guess I should get into the weapon review. The weapon I'm using for this mission is the M1 Garand, which I run out of ammo for again and have to use the pistol. Whenever I'm doing a weapon review, I'll just do the pistol whenever I run out of ammo for it. But anyways, M1 Garand fires a 30-06 caliber. That's a pretty common round for the United States Army when they were making firearms for World War II. It's a one-shot kill usually. When you hit them in the head, neck, upper chest sometimes. But if not, 2-shot kill for sure. It carries 8 rounds. Clip, no magazine. This is the one time when it's right to say clip. When you see me reloading in first person, you'll notice that he feeds it through with the clip. This isn't a magazine right there. So it's not really like an STG or anything or an MP40. Great for taking apart wooden cover. Like, from medium to close range, 2 or 3 shots will bust down a fence right where you need it to be. Obviously, grenades, like right here. Great way. You're going to see a lot of gore right away, I think. Yeah, his head just exploded. Paddock has got the grease gun, which I totally forgot about, so it clearly is used by other people than just Frankie. But, really rarely, I think this is like the only other time. I'd like to know why we're on this mission. Like, this is totally revenge purposes. This has nothing to, well, strategically, I guess, yes, taking out the sniper would make a difference, but come on, guys. We know what this is about. One last thing for the M1 Garand is it's gas operated, which made a big difference back then, because the Germans were still using the Kar 98 as their staple battle rifle, and having that ability to fire off multiple shots really fast really helps. Now, I actually think I lose Paddock right around here. He dies. And then after that, it's a real bitch, because he kept dying on me, mainly because of the fact that there was a lot of movement failures. A lot of time when I'd call him over somewhere, he'd stay still. Like he was in shock or something, he just wouldn't move, and clearly that's just a game glitch, but whatever. It doesn't make a difference, because he respawns, which is the really weird thing. One thing I'd like to talk about is the multiplayer in this. Now, I remember saying before that, for the multiplayer, there wasn't really anybody playing it. Well, after I recorded this, I decided, I'll search a matchmaking and see. There's probably like one, oh, another nice headshot. There's probably like only one person on. I went on, and believe it or not, guys, I found a round with 17 people in it. Me being, like the 18th. So I got into a full game, which is pretty impressive for this game. Of course, the boys that were still on there were playing very tactical. It was no Call of Duty with 4-year-olds running and gunning. There, I pulled a stupid move. Don't ever do that. I do that a few times in this part of the series, and I'm just an idiot.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Oh, I love that part. It's so funny. I'm guessing there was Germans standing on the other side of that door, and they were just holding it in for when we went to kick it. Now, this is where Paddock first dies. It's not like right away, but it's in this church. Actually, I think he dies multiple times in this church, which is really weird. I'm surprised they didn't have a leg in or Leggett reference in this church. But anyways, back to the multiplayer. So I got into it, running all nice. It was pretty good. There was a little bit of lag though. I guess I could try recording a multiplayer if I forget a match like that again. Very rare, but it was fun. The weapons you get in that, it's kind of cool because you can customize your character a little bit. The weapons you get in that for the Americans is like M1 Garand, Thompson, and Bar. And then you have the option actually, when you're in player preferences, to switch over to a special class it's called. And with that, you get the ability to use the M1 Garand with a scope on it. The Browning 30 cal. And there was one more. It'll come to me. Oh yeah, and you got to use the tank. Or no, not the tank, the bazooka. The bazooka to take out tanks is what I meant to say. But yeah, you get that. For the Germans, you get the STG, the MP40, and the K43, which is, I guess, the equivalent of a Gewehr. Maybe that is what the... Oh, I guess the Gewehr might be the 43. Huh? But yeah, you get those weapons. And then for their special, it's like the same thing. You get the... I'm just going to call it the Gewehr with the scope on it. You get their bazooka and the MG42. I do like how in this game, you could assign somebody to be squad leader. And they got to, like, control the airstrikes and stuff. I just thought that was amazing. And it was, like, up to the team to vote who would be the squad leader. I thought that was cool. I got to be the squad leader once or twice. You get to call in the airstrikes and the UAVs. They also assign people to be the tank crew, which is kind of cool. You can get a gunner, you can get an assistant, and you can get the person actually driving the tank, and that's really cool. Each team gets, like, a tank. I don't know how many maps there is. I want to say roughly around maybe just 5, but that's really good because there's just, I find it's just so addictive. It's like better than Call of Duty to me. One thing, well, I already went over this. One thing I wish they'd fix about this game is the mechanics for when you're calling soldiers, because it's kind of clunky. Like, you can tell some guy to pour the fire on him, and what happens is if you slip a little on that trigger, it calls him over to where the enemy is, tells him to move. Like, you think they'd have advanced AI that, like, even though you're telling them to move over there, they wouldn't do it. Like, come on, I'm calling him right on, like, obviously I don't mean to do that. That's what happens. I don't know if Paddock's down. I think he is. If you guys were paying attention, he probably is down. I wasn't really paying attention, though. I move over here like an idiot. Not going to cover. But yeah, multiplayer was a real enjoyment. I got some more games to add to the everyday I'm playing, kind of. Well, I randomly play Team Fortress 2, because that's free on Steam. You guys should check that out. We're moving up a level, by the way, so we're almost at the sniper. Yeah, I've been playing Team Fortress 2, just mainly because it was free, and it's a fun game. I like being the sniper in that. The game's fun. And I'm also playing now All Points Bulletin, which is in beta. All Points Bulletin Reloaded, actually. And it's pretty much like a GTA free-roaming, massively multiplayer, and it's kind of cool. I like it. I'm enjoying it. It's pretty funny. It's not a Steam game, it's just, I think it's called like a Gamers First game. They're the same people that made War Rock, which is an alright game. Oh, Paddock's down again. Like, see what I mean? I told him to move and he just stays flat on the ground. I don't understand. But yeah. So now I'm making fast work of these Germans. I apologize, I'm not the best shot with the M1 Garand. Usually I can pull off some decent headshots, but just like right here. Guy's dead and I'm still pumping bullets in him. I wish they would have added more gore for like when you actually shoot somebody. Like there's blood and stuff. I don't mean to be like, it doesn't ruin the game, it's just, I don't know, like it just gives that much more of an impact to what your bullets can do. Dropped. One bullet. One bullet. I don't know if I get this guy with one bullet. But yeah, I've been trying to progress through this all points bulletin game. I thought it was kind of interesting. I downloaded War Rock, but apparently that had a Trojan attached to it. So I got freaked out and I was like, this game isn't worth it. But yeah, all points bulletin, customize your character. I've spent like 3 hours in the game already. Driving's alright. I prefer not to play driving games though on PC. Like it's just really clunky with the arrow. I'd rather use a controller. Which doesn't make a lot of sense because anybody that uses a controller on PC, why not buy the game for Xbox? Unless it's got like mods or something. But yeah. Paddock gets revived after this checkpoint and we're back to full strength. I think we're almost out of this church, thank God. I did not have fun playing through this. Losing Paddock was a real bitch because now I have to go through with all my ammo. Speaking of ammo, I only have one clip left, so I'm trying to make it count. So yeah. This sniper turns out to be a real frisky one. You'll find out right away why. When it comes down to playing this game, like, I don't know. Like, I want to, like, upload videos more often of it. There's just so much other stuff that I want to play and get out there. I might upload a few point bulletin or all point bulletin videos just because I can get little short ones, like 2 minutes long, just showing you around and stuff. Combat in that can kind of suck because of the fact that they don't really have any skill. There's no skill searching, so everybody's just kind of thrown into a game, no matter what skill you are. So you got a guy like Rock and like these super powered like heavy machine guns and stuff, and you're back there with a snub nose, which I'm fine with because I love the snub nose in that game. It's a fun little revolver to use. I have to resort to my pistol here.
Hey, I'll be sending the rest of your friends your way real soon. You okay?
Yeah. Just got punched. Oh, hurts. That was him. That bastard shot Cole. Let's get back to the guys.
I've been looking for Americans. Oh, it's you. Your face was in better shape when we last met. Well, there are 2 of those large cannons located nearby. I also spotted an ammunition dump and a fuel station. I drew a map for whoever I could find.
Spread out. Check your weapons.
What can I say about that? That was pretty badass. First of all, I'm sorry, I have to pick on him again. Why is that Danish guy randomly say, "Oh, your face looks pretty rough"? He got punched once. And that German looks like he hit like a bitch. Like, did you see Paddock there? He just unleashed on that, bro. That's how you're supposed to hit. And right here, we have to take out trucks. I don't know why, because we're overly aggressive and we're airborne. No, it's because I think they're supply trucks, but they make a big explosion, so I'd aim for those first with Bazooka. But yeah, another thing is, in that cutscene, did anybody else notice that that carbine he was using for the sniper rifle, the barrel was bent, like, severely? Like, I don't know if that's just because they wanted to place it against the wall and they just really screwed up and decided, oh, we're gonna bend the rifle, or because, like, the barrel overheat, I don't know. But yeah. That wasn't a very hostile sniper. He only got, like, 5, 6, 7 kills, maybe? Like, I can get, like, 42-0 in Call of Duty. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. Another interesting game. I like how I'm talking about all these other games except this game, because this game's just so amazing, and like, it's just hard to talk about. It's just really good. But there's this other game called Red Orchestra, and there's a sequel coming out for it, and it's supposed to be a World War II game, and it looks amazing. It's like Russians versus Germans, which won't really appeal to a lot of Americans that miss their American soldiers, but yeah, I think it's gonna be awesome, because that's like a side of war that isn't really shown. Like, it's been shown in like Call of Duty World at War, but not like Red Orchestra's apparently supposed to show it off, which I'm looking forward to. And man, I need an ammo drop. Fuck, I've been out of ammo for like such a long time. Just using this little pistol. Actually, this pistol's very, very like intimidating. I actually kill an MG with a headshot, one well-placed round later on. Actually, it's in that building far down there, the brown one. We'll get to that one later, I think. But yeah, Red Orchestra looks really cool for the PC only. Kind of a bummer. I'd rather own it on the Xbox, just mainly because I don't know if it's gonna run on my PC. But if it does on like the lowest settings, I'll be happy. There's apparently supposed to be a campaign, In the first one, I don't think there was a campaign. I think there was just multiplayer. Now watch this. This was really ballsy. You're gonna see something that scared the crap out of me right away. Boom! Just comes running out in the front of me. I was like, what? So we have to take care of him. But yeah, Red Orchestra looks like a decent game. I'd advise anybody to check it out on game trailers right now. I was looking on game trailers a few hours ago. I saw some new stuff's being released, some Bioshock Infinite stuff. New demo gameplay was like 15 minutes long. I have mixed feelings about that game. I don't really know. Oh, Dawson's down. Great. Like, haul ass a little faster. He's like got a cane and he's like limping all the way to the cover. But yeah, I don't know what to think of Bioshock Infinite. There's that MG, by the way. Now I gotta move up my bazooka team to take out this other crate thing. Actually, this is pretty funny. It takes them 3 shots to hit that truck, and every single time I was like, what? Like, really? Like, I'm telling you to aim for the enemy, but you think you'd have the common sense to just aim for the truck, because it's obviously going to kill the enemies, and it's going to get rid of the truck that you need to destroy. But they don't think like that. The funny story about the M9 bazooka that Jasper carries, he actually named it. I forget what its name is. It might be Sally or something. But I just thought that was funny. Stella, maybe? I don't know. But something like that. And it's funny because he, like, named it his girlfriend's name or whatever. And now he's a partner for the war. Which is kind of pathetic because he can't make any friends. There, finally. Truck's down. We have to... I'm trying to move up as fast as I can because there's actually 2 88s we have to take out this mission. And 88s are a bitch to take out. Same with these... Like, I understand that they want to make it realistic, so every time you shoot, like, they flinch, but it just gets so annoying. Like, some of these enemies I have to waste so much ammo on before I can finally hit them. We're gonna get that well-placed round. I think it's right here. I think it's right here. No. Wait. Oh, I'm nervous now. Come on. Make your move. Just shoot it. Well, that's nice, too. Like, flying Nazis is cool, but that's what I like to see. There's the money right there. Oh, you can see the little casing flying by. But yeah, I'm totally rambling on now. I forget when that Call of Duty XP event's supposed to be going on. I actually want to watch live footage to see this paintball arena. I think that's going to be cool. If randomly anybody sees this video and is actually going to that, let me know. Because that'd be really cool, but I have high doubts nobody going to the Call of Duty event would be watching a Brothers in Arms video. But, you know, it's worth a shot. These guys I had trouble taking care of because they were bunkered down pretty good behind that brick wall. That's another thing, like, I know they went for realism, but that bazooka round should have shifted some of that brick. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to get into Call of Duty 4. I was trying to download it for the PC. And the only reason why I'm, like, into the PC shit is because of the mods. Like, the mods in Call of Duty 4, if I was able to download that on my PC, I could get, like, Star Wars for it. Like, everything's changed to Star Wars. You got laser guns. It's like, I'm totally forgetting the names. I was gonna call them Spartans, but that's fucking Halo. Stormtroopers, or whatever they're called. You know what I'm trying to say. And the Rebellion troops, or whatever. Rebel Force. And there's, like, authentic, like, maps, like, Toony, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I'm not a huge Star Wars fan. I'm more the Lord of the Rings when it comes to that. Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. Which I was playing a little bit of Lord of the Rings online. Then I stopped. Because I can't invest all that time. Like, well, I shouldn't say that. I play this All Points Bulletin. But I can't really invest the time into a whole bunch of these MMOs. I finally get my ammo here. And I know that, like, they're supposed to randomly spawn right behind that other brick wall. So I'm kind of careful around here. Can I just grab my ammo and then go back to those brown barrels? Because I know when I was recording this before, I got killed over there, and I was kind of pissed off. Trusty M1 back. Got a new refill grenades. I just noticed now there's a weapon up against that wall. I don't know why I never took that before. I'm looking at it right now. It's right by that ammo stuff. One of my biggest tips for this, when you're approaching 88, or, yeah, 88s, is, like I said before, just try to get around them. It's a bitch trying to fight them head on. And that's what I had to end up doing on this one. Like, in this mission, they actually make you go around one. But in the last one, I just went for it head on, and that's because I wasn't thinking, and I was getting frustrated because it kept firing at me and I was almost dead. But yeah. Quick little sneaky attack here. Get that gate open. Oh, little tip for you. You won't be able to get past that gate right in front of me if you don't hit the little boiler. Not where the truck is, but on the opposite side, there's a little boiler you have to hit, or the gate doesn't open. It's just really random like that. So, what are your guys' thoughts on, like, the weapons in this? What's your favorite American weapon, if you guys have played through the campaign? I would have to say mine is probably the M1 Carbon, which I hope to do. No, I shouldn't call them weapon reviews because I'm not really reviewing anything. I just want to talk about that one because that's one of my favorite weapons in this. I think it also works really well. That, and oddly enough, the MP40, just because that's got like the accuracy and power of like the Kar 98, which is really weird, but it just does. There's like no recoil on that, I find. I will be honest though, in multiplayer, the Germans are way funner to play, just because their weaponry just seems better. This is one of my favorite parts in the game, actually, when it comes to scenery. This backyard fighting was just amazing. Yeah, you guys leave a comment. What's your favorite mission or cinematic in this game? Because to be honest with you, this is one of my favorite parts in the game. This and probably like the last mission, where you have to take on all those idiots. Those are like my two favorite. I just really enjoy this one. It just kind of reminds me of Band of Brothers, which, if you guys have played this game, you've probably heard of Band of Brothers. They're like identical. They both take on the same 101st Airborne. Brothers in Arms is an HBO miniseries, by the way. Probably, no, I'm going to safely say it, my favorite miniseries of all time, and probably always will be, just because it's so amazing. The Pacific's also out there, but I mean, it just didn't have the same feeling as Band of Brothers, and Band of Brothers was like my first miniseries that I actually thought, this is amazing. And like the 101st, man, these guys are like superheroes. But yeah, I wish they would have gave you more of an MG option, like, besides the MG42. Like, you're telling me Baker can't handle anything but the MG42? Like, I know they give JAS the MG, but you should be able to handle it too. I guess you do in multiplayer, but... Oh, I will say though, there's a lot of OP'd stuff in multiplayer. Tanks, ridiculous. You have to like whale so many hand grenades on the thing. You're better off just trying to run up to it and satchel charge it, which is suicide anyways. Like, I don't know, they just made that overpowered. They made the airstrike somewhat overpowered too. Like, I like how they gave you the option, well, not option, they gave you the fact that you can like see it and stuff where it's being called in. Not like in Call of Duty where it just kind of right over your head and then it's like, oh, yeah, airstrike, you called it in on me, great. But in that one, it's like a big giant yellow circle and it lets you know where it's falling. The problem with that though is they didn't judge the explosive radius of that. So you got this little yellow circle, and if you're like behind cover and you're not close to the yellow circle, sometimes it'll still kill you because the blast radius is just so big. Oh, and I thought this was cool. It's one little radio man. I was gonna use my pistol, but I was like, nah. Everybody wants to use the M1 Garand. Oh, I love that blood. That just worked out in my favor so well. And I was going to make a gay little reference here where he was bent over, but I decided not to. I was like, no. And then I remember the first time I played this scared the crap out of me. I thought, okay, there's some Germans that are going to bust in here, but no. It's Dawson being the retard he is. Like, did he not expect me to, like, shoot him? I don't know. Oh, well, here's the first 88. This is the cool one. This is the one you have to sneak up on, which I thought is pretty deadly. You don't really need the assault team for this first one. I just used the bazooka because it's got the explosive power to take out that 88. So yeah. I remember seeing trailers for this, and there was supposed to be something in that green shed. Or like something around that green shed. It was supposed to be like towels hung, and you're supposed to run. And, like a Dutch resistance soldier was supposed to like tell you that he was behind the cloth, and you were supposed to like run and stab him or something. I don't know. I just remember that. Yeah. Okay, thanks, Jasper. You couldn't aim an inch higher? Come on. There's a reason why you're the special weapons expert here. It's because you're supposed to be able to... There you go. You're supposed to be able to hit shit. Now, I apologize. I had difficulties here. It took like forever to kill these guys. I don't know what I was doing. It's just, I was being a pussy and I didn't want to run up there and I thought they could handle it. By the way, I'm going to say 95% of the time, and this is a solid 95% of the time, your soldiers cannot kill them when they're behind solid cover. Ever. Like, you see how they're behind solid cover right now, but I can still kill them, because I have the option to, like, aim for their heads. The soldiers on my team, the scout division, does not know. I guess the game was programmed that way to give you more of a challenge, but they can't kill. Unless you flank and they totally stand up from behind the cover. Then it's easy, but till then. Another thing, I don't know if I mentioned yet, when you're behind cover, I love the over-the-shoulder view. All this creeped me out. That 88 still fired after it was exploded. And probably killed Anne Frank hiding up in that building. But that's none of my concern. My concern is taking out this last 88 and getting the job done. But yeah, look at this over-the-shoulder view. It's just so cool. Like how you can see your full weapon and stuff. One thing that I really like about this is there's multiple ways you can bend over the cover to like shoot. It doesn't always have to be straight up like that. I just use that way because it gives you like the best view and the best like angle for firing. You can like bend to the side and stuff, but it's kind of awkward. I forgot that guy was there. I got really scared. Iron sight's good in this game. Authentic is hard as shit when you have to use iron sights, because you can't like go behind cover as you're using your iron sights, so you have to stand out all the time, and you're always constantly getting fired on. I heard about one of the developers that made this. It was kind of like a challenge they had at their office to see who could beat this first on authentic without firing a single bullet, and apparently some guy did it. And it actually, I don't know if it says in the instruction manual, but it says somewhere about how if you can use the flanking tool properly, you won't have to fire a single bullet in this game. Now, to be honest with you, I could never do that. That would be ridiculous. And I don't know about anybody in real life that never fired a shot but was a squad commander for the 101st Airborne. Like, come on. You gotta give them hell. Like, you can't just sit around and command your units and expect not to fire a rifle once. Like, you're gonna get in situations where you need to. Which goes back to Band of Brothers. There was this guy, and his name's Dick Winters, and he's your lieutenant in that miniseries. And apparently everybody thought he was a Quaker. And you don't really see him fire his gun for the first few episodes, then he finally does it. And that kind of reminded me of this. I don't know. They're just so similar. Fuck, I'm stumbling here like an idiot. I'm tired, guys. Let's just face it. But here, it's almost done. This part gets so scary. Because, like, that 88 sees me, and he's like, oh, derpity derp, 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 derp. And he starts to shoot at me right away. Well, he doesn't shoot at me. He turns his gun, and that's just enough to scare the shit out of me. Right here, I was like, oh, God. Because everybody knows one shot from that is enough to kill you. And then here, I'm shooting at the mechanism, thinking it's German's head. But, it's not. Now, here's where I got the balls of steel. And I think I decided to run it right across that house. Another thing I would have liked is a little more option to like run into the houses, but I guess that would have made it way too easy to just like run in a house and use the upstairs as a vantage point. That'd make it way too easy, which you can do in multiplayer, by the way. I've had matches where, I hate to say it, but I've camped hard and in houses and just wait for guys. There you go. See, me being an idiot. It's almost done. It's funny how the bazooka can fire over there, can't hit the 88. This is where I call my assault team up here to throw grenades, because I knew I wasn't going to be able to get the guys around it. Oh, this 88's really cocky. There you go. Both over, one guy left, and holy shit, we are done. Job well done, boys. Let's round them up. Just got to destroy this 88 first. I love the explosion. Satchel charges have been in all the Brothers in Arms games, but yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I think there's one more little cutscene, and then it's over. Round up my guys, and like, comment, subscribe, do your thing.
I apologize. It's my son Peter. I cannot locate him. I'm very worried. He followed me, and I lost him. It's my fault entirely. I gave him my gun for protection, not to... revenge, you know.
And then he pulled out one of those Hitler Youth knives and tried to shank me with it.
So what happened? Where to now? Did you see a kid? What? I just saw Nick. He said he lost his kid around here somewhere.